When it comes to 5D mystics, functional adults, it's an integrated brain. So left and right mode are used equally, which is why the emotional plane is participant as well as the mental plane. And on that note, the hugest difference with a 5D person is from the inner world, because their ventral vagal nervous system is what they engage consistently with, since there's a securely attached person. Obviously, this is a journey. So you move into building your emotional regulation skills thanks to your relationships. The first relationships are your home. So your first 3 years of life, again, that implicit memory is very important. And that's why we have trauma-informed and somatic-informed conversations, as well as attachment, wounds, and trauma. That's me who's informed, and I share with you. And then I have lovely people online that have their communities, like Patrick Tiahan, childhood trauma survivor, healing, and with a community of people that he works with, and he talks about topics. So right now I'm going to go focus in on something he mentions, because 5D mystics, they will have the tendency to be used to being around a lot of different types of people, because we walk with all walks of life. We don't cast stones, and that's why the name Jesus means something in the part of forgive them for they do not know. Turn the other cheek, unconditional love, as well as the Zen master. That story that Sadhguru shares about the Zen master with the compulsive thief. A 5D mystic, functional adult human being, is a securely attached person who has a whole 3-year-old heart. So we don't get pushed around. We don't feel pushed around. And when life throws us curveballs, we're not blaming a devil, demons, evil, or doing the teenager of every human being. All friends are assholes, and all friends are not going to be there. And all partners are no good partners. Okay, so I'm doing this on purpose because I'm a 43-year-old woman. I'm good with the she, and I'm solo poly, and I have always unconditionally loved all people. And even as a teenager, I talked about love with my friends in this way. And I remember these teenagers getting into what is like the Hangover or Mean Girl movie kind of deal. And then me saying, there's plenty of fish out in the sea, and I'm here with you. So why are you making such a big deal about stuff? Now that I'm trauma-informed, somatic-informed, attachment-informed, and again, the trauma with the attachment wound informed, and more information coming from the sciences, not from the ancients, no, from the sciences, those who study neuroscience, neurobiology, the good mental health individuals who expand you, because they say everybody has a different experience. So be compassionate. Also understand what projection is, and also understand to disengage, because if you are a grown-up emotionally, you're not going to be trying to be a non-disciple. So from the Zen tradition story, what does the Zen master tell those non-disciples who are circulating the compulsive thief, and who have decided they will not forgive the compulsive thief because the thief has thieved again, and they will do it again? And no, the Zen master has to kick out the compulsive thief. Compulsive shame cycles is what a lot of people do, and movies like Hangover or Mean Girl, or a lot of movies, really, they're all pretty much, I've seen all of the attachment wounds possible, as well as the compulsive of, eating, alcohol, drugs, sex. I mean, it's all, the word misalignment doesn't even do justice, because it's basically people allowing themselves to live a unresolved traumatic life experience, the unfinished business, and using words like karma, which won't translate. You're reliving whatever it is that happened to your first years of life, and you're not even noticing that you're carrying your story with you. So here, I like to be as direct as possible. That's why I love to use actual information from people who have healed and are healing and are working with people to help them move out of childhood trauma. So they use aspects that are genuinely real because they're doing the work, versus the ones who do teenage land. I call it teenage land because that's what drama is. As a teenager, there's more fish out to sea. Yeah, but it's not ever going to be the same. I have all these scars, all these people, they lied to me. Look, he lied to me. He cheated on me. She lied to me. She cheated on me. They didn't do what I wanted them to do, and they didn't. And I'm always all alone, and I'm the only one who does everything for everyone. And I had one moment, I think, of this as a teenager, and in the minute I thought, I was like, what are you talking about, Maria? That's so stupid. You have your family, you got your friends. What is this? I was like, yeah, you know what? That's let me snap out of whatever this was. Oh, wait, my peers. So I learned something, right? I'm like, peers, you're not done. I'm 43. You know what I hear? I hear the same stuff. And I'm like, okay, something's off. No, thank you, trauma-informed people, for letting me know about attachment wounds. So 5D mystics, securely attached. We don't do stuff like that, which is why when we encounter projection, now I know the word for it, we're like, yeah, okay, I think you're not going to be fun to hang around too much. So I'm going to say, nod my head, and then I'm going to try and make sure that I don't get intimate in any way, shape, or form with your story, because I can tell you're not wanting to take ownership of your own emotional stuff. You want to share it with me, but it's not even just sharing. You want to taint entire human species and life with this word. You have to suffer. You have to sacrifice. I'm a sacrificial whatever. I'm going to suffer. It's like, what the heck? This word keeps coming out of the mouth of people that have done nothing to self-regulate. They haven't done one day of therapy. They haven't even bothered considering it because, no, you know what it is? I have clairs. I was anointed. I was given the special gift of becoming a clair lady or a clair male, and the weight of the life of the people are on my shoulders. And like the stories of the ancients, I must be sacrificed and must suffer the pain. Yes. So I am quite not impressed by the people who are in 4D right now, because they have twisted something so far out that I'm thinking, why aren't you back into the ancient institutions? Because that's where you belong right now. The way you're going about this whole plane of duality, but hey, let me butt out, because at the end of the day, you're all just going to get together. And so 5D mystics, come on over here. That way you don't have to deal with the people who are going into this imagination land, and they're going to keep going into it. I thought they would come to their senses. I thought they'd come to their senses. I noticed that they won't. I'm still speechless, because see, intellect, again, all the people that I've ever met in my life, they consider themselves intelligent. And I'm thinking, wow. And you didn't notice that the fact that you don't feel anything is an anomaly, because you used the story of the devil, demons, and humans suck, and humans this, and humans that. I'm saying, yeah, you're pretty smart. Smart bear. I knew about ego as a kid, because I would tell people all of how I thought. Like everything. And they'd be like, no, you have the ego, not me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What? So here's where, now Patrick Tiahan, he's referring this to partners, but solo poly here, all relationships, they've all brought it. And any 5D person will know what I'm talking about, which is why they're going to be laughing their ass off, because now we have answers. It's called, unfortunately, for people who don't want to do anything about their hurt people who hurt people, don't leave it alone. Trauma memory, it's painful. Let them either figure it out, or their shame cycle will keep them. It's not about temptation. They're literally numbing their body, because the emotional body, once it's disconnected, it's that painful. It feels like a death sentence to even try to go in. And they've explained how horrible it is. So leave it alone. The ones of us who have relationships with our emotions, we're really lucky. And I say lucky, because I would not want to have an awful and scary relationship with my body from a 0-1-year-old. It's not funny. And I have compassion. I don't like being projected, but I have enough compassion and wit to know that I would never in a million years be disrespectful to a person while they're being a projecting asshole, because why would I do that? I'm smart. I learned. I did get educated. So Patrick Tiahan, we can't demand that our partners help us emotionally regulate while projecting our childhood abusers onto them. And one of the sentences he uses is this one of how a wounded inner child expects or looks to partners to be omnipotent and responsible for the upset. That's the projection. So things such as, you should have known better. I've been told this. You should know how to handle me when I'm in my emotional stuff. Really? I didn't know that reading your mind and reading every single one of the ways you would act is part of my job as a person in your life. I don't think so, but thanks for letting me know that you don't know how to handle your emotional plane. Will make sure to walk around those eggshells to the best of my ability. No, I won't. I'll be out, and you can go walk eggshells with other people. So it's not energy vampires. It's just people who don't learn how to move into 5D plane. Those of us who are here, be kind. Again, they don't know. Leave it alone.